This morning I woke up and opened the curtains and there's a beautiful carpet of snow everywhere and I thought, no, there's no way they're going to close the school. And then I got the call, school is off. So it's been a snow day and I've had a really lovely day. It's been great. I did a bit of work and then went to meet some friends at the park, which was lovely. So it's been great.
It's 1 week after the City Academy in Bristol was closed due to snow. Back in the autumn term, we observed how newly qualified teacher Helen was juggling her home life with musician husband Billy and adjusting to the pressures of a new job. Now in her 25th week of teaching, Helen has made some changes to her daily routine and her teaching style.
Sorry, fussy. Can I get sweeteners in that?
Can you get what?
Sweeteners.
She's already done it.
Has she? Oh, it's amazing. Look at that. That's brilliant. I find it quite stressful trying to have breakfast in the morning before I leave. So I really like going in and just sitting down, having a cup of tea, talking with colleagues, just relaxing before I start teaching. It's a nice way to start the day.
No, that's true.
Plus, I really like the ladies in the canteen. Have a little chat with them.
See you later. Bye. What we're going to be looking at today is persuasive language and powerful speech. I'm going to go through it.
We're back with Helen's Year 9 English class, with the additional pressure of her mentor Byron observing the lesson and giving feedback on her progress this afternoon.
What I want you to do is lay those words out on the table, and I want you to think about how powerful those words are.
No, come and beg them. Come means like come to me. Come to me and beg means begging. No, but it's not begging. Like join and unite. They both mean the same, but this is more formal.
If you put your strongest words at the top and you're the ones that you think are the weakest at the bottom, and then you can kind of organise the middle part around that.
The lesson was on persuasive language and speech, and it was designed to kind of lead into them writing a discursive essay, which is the end of module assessment.
It's my new toy, Posh Crackers. Today, I thought it would be a really nice idea if we kind of start off with a debate where we all have a go at expressing a different viewpoint, okay? So I'm going to give you some roles in this debate, and then you're going to have a go at trying to come up with an argument, and we're also going to be thinking about our speaking and listening. In order to do this, you're going to need to recognise and analyse a range of viewpoints. I've just said that. What you say and the kind of techniques, the link. Okay, girls, that's a warning. Enough giggling now. All right. Any more, and as you know, you'll be moved, okay? Thank you. I just want you to draw down the middle, for and against. I just want you to quickly brainstorm some reasons why you might be against the zoo closing, some reasons why you might be for the zoo closing.
If it stays open, zoo gets more money. What? Zoo's got more money.
You have to move out of the class.
You just said I was moving. You said Misha was moving.
Can you just swap places with Shafka?
Because you just said Misha, I prefer you to sit there, and now you're changing it.
Okay, this is how it goes, okay? I need this situation, you two sitting together, to change.
Well, you said we're allowed one more chance.
Yeah, if you move with Shafka. Because I don't want you sitting next to each other. It's either that or you get buddied out of the classroom. Now let's make the right decisions here.
I'm not moving, miss.
Right, well, in which case you'll have to come with me.
With that particular student, I don't think there was any other way that would go. Dare I say, she's quite an argumentative young lady. You know, sometimes she's fine, but she's obviously got quite a few issues, and she needs to manage them outside the classroom so they don't interrupt other people's learning.
Okay, you're going to be the people at the end of the debate that decide whether you're going to vote for the closure or against the closure. The councillors are going to be judging you on not only what you say...
I'm much more decisive now than I was before Christmas. I don't spend ages second-guessing myself, and I trust my own judgment a lot more.
All right, off you go. I want you writing as quietly as you can. OK, you've got no more than 10 minutes to do this, and then we're going to start the debate. Off you go. the whole point of this module is that you've got to be able to show.
I am. I'm
Yeah,
writing.
you've got to show that you can recognise different points.
In my primary school,
Yeah.
in year 2, you would go to Bristol Zoo. So like, imagine all them little year 2 students not missing out on the animals and stuff like that. 'Cause it's a true story. We're at Bristol Zoo.
Okay, get it in there. Wonderful. If you're writing a persuasive speech, just having 3 points, the rule of 3 descriptive words, would have as much impact. Okay, so actually go with the word that you want to use rather than trying to make one fit.
I'll be cut.
I'm going to start with you, Zenzi.
I'm against the closure.
Sorry, I'm really sorry. Okay, are we aware of the rules when somebody else in the class is speaking? Because minutes that you're wasting now will be minutes that you're wasting at break time. Been very good so far today. Let's keep it that way. Let's be respectful. People have worked on a speech. You must listen. That is a basic rule. Okay, sorry about that, Zenzi. Off you go.
I'm against the closure of Bristol Zoo. I believe that zoos are a great way to conserve and promote the breeding of many animals that may otherwise be extinct.
I'm
This is because
really,
animals are kept
really
in safe,
pleased with the way
comfortable
things have gone with the Year 9 group.
environments, water and
They've never been a really difficult class. I've always quite enjoyed the characters in the group.
Totally disagree with your argument. Just imagine this. Walking down the road and out of nowhere you get shot. When you wait, you end up in a box.
They've really improved. They're a fantastic group now. I really enjoy teaching them. And I think that's through a combination of them getting to know me a little more and me seeing things through.
What also makes me feel sick, sorry and outraged is the fact that you believe you are doing a favour to that animal, but all you want is the publicity and the money. I'm disgusted. Thanks for listening. I hope you take this on board.
Oh, goosebumps. That was brilliant, Joe.
If the zoo wasn't closed, what would you change about it?
I inspected the zoo last week and I found that when it's too cold for the monkeys to go outside, they come inside and their cage is about, well, size of that box. So maybe they need like acres of land so they could run around and do what they would do in their natural habitat.
Okay, thanks. One more question from
Zenzi, do
Tilly.
you eat meat?
Yeah.
How can you be against the zoo closing and against animal cruelty when next minute you're going down Burger King and eating a double cheeseburger? Isn't that a bit ironic?
Am I allowed to answer? Yeah. Well, first, I never go to Burger King or anything. And
Wherever you go for your lunch.
And second, we all know that humans and many other animals have to have meat to be able to survive, and it's in their diet.
How do you think the animals feel being in 1 centimetre by 1 centimetre cages?
They're by about 1 million centimetres to like 1 million. You said one. You said one. And also they have a piece of like 2 acres of land just for them to like run around in, so they can live their life.
Okay.
Thanks you for the question.
Okay, who did you find the most persuasive?
It's on this table and Joe on that table.
You think Zenzi and Joe. What was it about their arguments that you found so persuasive?
They
They put emotion into it.
yeah, and they were confident and
I think Joe seemed like
eye contact.
and
Yeah.
they seemed like they knew what they were talking about.
Okay, I want all books back in the box.
I've just got a nicer relationship with them in general. We've come on a bit of a journey together, I'd like to think, and I hope that's evident. You know, obviously it's not perfect, but I feel that a lot of progress has been made, so I'm really pleased about that.
Do you not realise, young lady, that it's my prerogative to change the seating plan at any time that I feel like?
So, you thought, no, I'm going to change Nanya. I'm going to move Nanya.
Yeah, because do you know why?
Because you're the first person you asked to move.
Right. To be honest, I was asking you to swap one seat. It really isn't.
Because I don't work with Shafka.
What? You've always been friends with Shafka. That's ridiculous. Why not? They seem to enjoy it, you know, and I asked a few at the end, you know, did you enjoy that activity? And they said, oh yeah, we really like thinking about what we're writing and how we would say it. We'll have to be really quick, actually, because the free coffee runs out at bang on past. Oh, Solomon, is your dad coming in on Friday?
Yeah. What's the earliest time?
10:30.
Half 10.
Oh, what do I want? Oh man, I feel like a zombie. Hence, cappuccino. I am done. Yeah.
I'm more vocal now because I feel much more part of the team.
We do genuinely practically need to chat, don't we?
And I feel like I can ask colleagues anything if I'm struggling with anything, you know. It's not just my mentor, they're all supportive, which is lovely because there are things that you end your teacher training year feeling that you know a lot and then realise really suddenly in your NQT year that actually there's so much you don't know. So they've been instrumental in helping me to kind of get through that and find out the things I need to know, and they're a really good bunch of people.
Really good questioning skills as well, I thought. You went up to the table of girls at the back of the room, and rather than sort of talk through and say what they should be doing, you just said, how are you going to go about this task then, girls? And I thought that was a really good open-ended question, and it kind of got them to open up to you and sort of, again, to think about the task and what they were doing.
I've been really trying to work on that, actually, because I think that's something that came up in our last observation, that I do tend to lead from the front quite a lot. So I've been actively trying to make sure that I do pass the responsibility for learning back onto the students.
A positive working atmosphere, you're quite happy with the way that class is going? I mean, just seeing a snapshot of them today, I thought that you developed really good relationships with them. Yeah.
They were kind of they were a little bit tricky at the beginning of this week, actually, and I don't know whether it's related to this, you know, that having the 2 snow days off, and also I was ill at the beginning of the last week, and you know, I think that might have influenced their behaviour slightly. But I kind of thought, oh God, you know, we've made a lot of progress, and now you seem to have dipped a little bit. Not, you know, nothing major, but you know, you could sense it, can't you? Because you know your classes really well, and you know when they're being productive and when they're kind of being quite lazy or just a little bit cheeky, maybe.
You seem a lot more confident in the classroom. I mean, do you feel more confident?
I do, yeah. Much more confident, actually, even since the beginning of the year, so since our last observation. Having the same groups, I think, has really helped, so getting to know the kids, and I feel much more confident this term.
Quickly, come on, in we go.
I was in a place where I just couldn't go out at all in the week, you know, just completely off the cards no matter what came up, because I had to be working every night. Whereas now I do occasionally, I'll go out on a Thursday to the cinema or to a gig, and you know, I'm just managing to still be on top of the work, but just have that little bit of a life as well. It's strange because you wouldn't imagine that the 2 careers would mesh in any way. Musician with no fixed appointments throughout the day and being a teacher, but actually it works well because I just work my planning around his rehearsing, and it seems to be going quite well this term.